what on earth was Bill Gates doing in the White House with Trump? What was going on? Because we all know that Gates is really a dangerous individual. And if Trump was supposed to be for the people, why would he have him in the White House behind closed doors? So with that being said, we're going to kick off here with a reading to see what the cards have to say. And whatever the cards say, don't shoot the messenger. All right. So here we go. We're going to do a Celtic Cross for this reading to see why Bill Gates was in the White House with Trump behind closed doors. All right. The theme of this overall read is the 13, death. What this is telling me, the vibe I'm getting immediately, is that they're going to bring a change that people don't want. They're going to force it on everybody right there. They're going to create another cycle. Remember Operation Warp Speed? Same thing. They're going to communicate through the media to say that something has to happen right now. It's going to be another type of scare factor. That's why. And he didn't want anybody else to know what was going on. And you see this sword through the head? It's suicide. It's national suicide. Anything Bill Gates touches is national suicide. The guy is dangerous. And yeah, Five of Wands. And it's going to cause struggle and friction. That's what they want. They want people to rise up, be angry, be all out of sorts with one another, and to be in a total state of confusion and contention. Because when you're under confusion and you're under contention, what happens? You get sick. You can't heal. And so right now we're having everything fall apart in the United States. Our economy's crashing. People can't get jobs. And now Bill Gates in the White House. Why? For you to transform into their way of living, not yours. Remember, you'll own nothing and love it. That's exactly the type of vibe I'm getting here, because Bill Gates is nothing but a monster who brings struggle to the American people. And with Trump at the helm, it's only going to sink the ship. That's the vibe. That's what the cards say. And by the way, before I go further in this reading, I'm not left or right. So just be clear on that, okay? These are what the cards are telling us. I'm telling you, don't shoot the messenger. So what brought us here? The Emperor, because of control. What do oligarchs do? What do fascists do? Right now, you see Bill Gates, another corporate giant, right? Quote unquote billionaire, but he's not a philanthropist. He's all about hurting others, right? He's part of eugenics. Emperor, control. You go to the top, you have control of what? A nation. Through how? Through money. So he bought his power. He owns certain individuals. And what brought him here is that he's going to force, against the will of the people, what he wants. And who's this driving it? Trump. That's what brought us here. That's why he's in the White House, for more control. It's almost to turn America more into like an oligarchy, a fascist state, like I said a minute ago, because when corporations are in bed with the government, that's fascism. That's what we are. This didn't start with Trump, by the way. This started a long time ago. So let's not get caught up in sides here, friends. This is all about the left and the right are one party now. We're really a one-party state. We're not two parties anymore, and they're controlling everything with corporations at the helm. And the future state of this is judgment. There's going to be a reckoning. Either the people will awaken, or they will face servitude. It's their choice. The 20, sit on the top, 2 cycles. Which cycle are we going to take? We have a decision to make, folks. Do we rise? And that judgment, that reckoning, that awakening is something that they don't even see coming? Or do we fold, and then that's us in the pits of hell, in the mouth of the devil? That's the future state if we don't rise up, okay? That's how these cards are drawing me in right now. Because when you look at the imagery here and you look at the way they're laid out, it just feels like this very heavy, dark energy. And so Bill Gates is in there to bring destruction to our nation. And even before I go further, if you look at the numbers, you have a 4 Emperor with the 5 energy. That's a 9. You have a 9 and a 13 is a 22. And a 22 and a 20 is a 42. So what they want with that is they're going to make a decision to make you believe they're bringing stability, to bring harmony, but the harmony is for them because they believe that they're the ones now who should rule without a say from the people. That's what the numbers are showing me. I don't like it one bit. Now, what's known about this is the Queen of Cups. They're going to come off as for your good. They're going to play the emotions. They're going to try to comfort you and nourish you and say, this is for your own good. This will help you. This will help drive prosperity. But anything Bill Gates touches is not prosperous. It's dangerous. But that's why the Queen of Cups is here, is to show you that a narrative that's under false pretenses. So they're going to use this type of manipulation to force an agenda on the people that they don't want. That is their complete desire. Now, what's under that energy, what's hidden, I want to say the hidden things, what they're hiding is a Ten of Swords. They're hiding the fact that this so-called Queen of Cups, this emotional, nurturing energy, is actually deadly and toxic. It's going to put us in an early grave. It's going to put us in encampments. It's going to bring us into nothingness, because the Ten of Cups here is the end of the line. It's talking about how you'll own nothing and like it. And look, you're in a box in this card. You're trapped. There's no way out. It's a 10. It's a cycle. The cycle is broken only one way, through new potential. What's new potential that's shown here? It's to going against the grain. That's the only way to break free. But that's what they're hiding from us. They're not showing us this. They're not allowing you to see it. That's why they had the meeting behind closed doors. So it was in secrecy. Okay? That's what these people are about. They're liars. They're liars. And when you consider that they just push propaganda and lies all the time, the thing that they feel about themselves is they're the Page of Swords. They know good, right? They want to bring, they know good. They think what they know is good. They want to bring forward something new, something they feel is good for you, even though you're not. So it's like they're going to knock the wind out of you and always put you in an argumentative state to drain your energy, right? Because they're the Page of Swords, kind of reckless, right? A new world order. You see even the moon screaming, saying stop, and this guy's like, nah, I'm just going to take out the dragon, the dragon, take them out, remove them, erase them, and bring in something against their will. That's what they desire. That's what they want to do. And you can see it too with the other cards. That's the energy that's being projected here, because these people are narcissists. They're fascists. They're tyrants. And if you're a Trump supporter, I'm sorry. If you're a Democrat supporter, I'm sorry, because they're all one and the same. They're all one and the same. And now what's driving this whole thing is a Page of Cups. See how it's all this young energy? It's reckless. It's drunkenness. What's driving this is their control of power. Emperor, Page of Cups. It's their control of power. They want to control everything, and they're going to be fat off of our backs, fat off of our wealth. They tax us to death. They strip away our jobs. They take everything overseas, right? Because Bill Gates is behind that. What did he do with Microsoft? He said that foreign workers is his new workforce. And what's happened today in the marketplace? All jobs are going overseas, or all jobs are being taken over by foreign nationals, replacing U.S. citizens. That's Bill Gates and White House with Trump. Trump can control the policy, and then Gates can help push it. Drunkenness, recklessness, carelessness. They don't care about us. They care about themselves. They get what they want. They drink from the fruits of our labor, as you see in this cup card, right? And the Page of Cups. Then as we go forward, we look at the desires of what these people want. They want to birth a new nation. Isn't that crazy? Empress comes up right there. They want to birth a new nation. They want it done in their image. They want it done their way. And that's why you're seeing these control cards. And remember, the majors are all around massive, big events, and you have Judgment. You have the Emperor. Death. You have right here the Empress. So it's really their desires. What's driving this is a rebirth of the United States, a rebirth of the world, and with Bill Gates driving. That's what they're talking about behind closed doors. You know, you're probably saying to me, how do you know that? Well, I don't know that, but that's what my gut's telling me from the cards and from what I have researched. It's coming together quite clear, because what is Gates all about? What is Trump all about? What is the left and the right all about? Look at Pelosi. $470 million net worth with a $174,000 job, and making stock trades that are perfect, execution flawless, better than any person on Wall Street. is an impossibility. We're going to be reading on that next. But see, these people, they're going to mold the country because they sold it out in their image, and the people are going to be in poverty and destitute, and the Ten of Swords in a box. Unless they rise up, that judgment can go either way. And then the outcome that we're seeing here, the final outcome of all this, is the Seven of Swords. They're going to steal everything from us, strip everything away. When you consider what the cards are showing, we need to make a decision. The two swords there, are we going to allow them to take everything, or we're going to? They already got 5 swords already, and they have bloody tips. They're already draining us dry, taking everything that we have. And the question I have is, see the 5, they're trying to defeat us completely. The 2, decision left. What are you going to do? Are we going to unite as one people and say we had enough? There's more of us than you. We're not going to tolerate it. We're not going to talk. We're going to basically not comply with anything. We're done. We're not going to let them get away with it anymore. We're going to hold them accountable, hold their feet to the fire, or we're going to let them continue on to destroy us. Because right now it looks like if we don't stand up, that they're going to basically change the country in a way that we've never seen before, or that we never recognized, because we weren't here during the time of England. And that's what we're going, because the British aren't coming, my friends. The British are already here. And with that, let's follow up with some oracle cards. I'm going to use this deck here called the Abandoned Oracle by the same author. This is the Trionfi Della Luna Tarot right here. So we're going to pair it up with this oracle deck of his to see what it has to say. So why is Gates in the meeting? Well, we know it's to take control, to push certain narratives, to push certain things on the people, force people, drive them into the ground, make them always tired. And we see the kiss. They want us to kiss their ass, to bow to their will. That's what we're seeing here. It's almost like a kiss of death, right? We're going to agree to our own demise. We're not going to stand up and fight. And this kiss on the hand is showing that we're going to accept Bill Gates' contamination. We're going to accept Bill Gates' pollution, right? Because this person here is kissing the hand. He's spreading sickness. See that? And that's what Gates is all about, spreading sickness and disease. Remember when he had a little talk, and he says, well, this is what's going to happen, blah, blah, blah. And the next one's going to be even worse because he's planned it. He knows what's going on. That's a 29. That means you need to use your intuition. 2 and a 9 is an 11. 9, 10, 11. You need your intuition to really see through the deception that they're pushing. The next card is dismemberment. Didn't I say they're going to take us apart piece by piece and destroy us, destroy our country? Well, you're seeing that right here too. And it shows that they're going to try to continue to divide us, isolate us like they did before, and have plans to segment the population. Black versus white, Chinese versus Indian, male versus female, just really just divide us to conquer us, because they know that if we're always fighting each other, we're never going to turn and fight them. So they're going to take us apart piece by piece, limb by limb. And it's a 5, it's violent. They're going to have new ideas, ways to bring stability to their plan. The 4, to 5 us, to destroy us. That's why they're scheming, my friends, in the White House. They're scheming because they want to make us what? They want to make us all beg for the littlest of anything. Why do you think that tariffs are being put in place? You really think they're for your own good? It's to drive you into poverty. That's what's happening. Look at your water bill. Look at your electrical bill. Look at your food bill. Look at your taxes. Look at the products you buy. Everything's going up, up, and up. We're going on poverty, be it our taxes they steal from us, are putting them in luxury. It's putting us on the streets. 9, we attain nothing. We attain poorness because we don't stand up. We're too busy fighting over pronouns. We're too busy fighting over LGBTQ, Christianity. We're too busy because they're keeping us dismembered, divided, and driving us into the poorhouse because we won't come together as a people. And as the cards show in the tarot reading, we have to come together or it's over for us. It's over. This is the Bill Gates in the White House with this card has shown a disruption in our lifestyles. we're not going to have enough anymore. We're going to have financial hardships. It's all part of the plan. Why? So we could buy his food and not afford. I heard beef is going to go up massively in the next few months. What does Bill Gates have? Genetic altered food that's toxic for you. So that's the reading that I'm getting here. That's the vibes that I'm picking up on, and it's pretty dark, right? Because these are dark people. Now the dice say what? That's 4, right? So through potential, that's 3, sorry, through new potentials, changes that they're going to bring through the media communication, they're going to give themselves stability. That's a 4. Why they drive us into an early grave. That's what I'm seeing. That's what the cards are showing. And so my question to you is, what are you going to do about it? You continue to fight with each other? Black, white, yellow, brown, gay, straight, religious, not religious. Are you going to do that? Or are we going to come together as people and stop this? Because only we can do it. It's up to us. That's the reading. And if this hits you hard and you want a reading for yourself, go to my website, wordofthetwist.com, and book one. I offer different type of styles, different type of readings. You can pick the one that you like and go from there. If you want some mentorship on how to read cards, I offer that too. Or if you have a topic you want me to read on for the public, like I'm doing right now, drop it in my comments, shoot me an email, and if I like it, I'll do the reading. If it speaks to me, if I resonate with the question, I'll do the reading. And until next time, folks, I want to see each of you in my next video. All right. Good night. Bye-bye.